Hello everyone. It's already the end of February. Hard to believe how fast time flies. I'm just going to recap on a few things that occurred during February. First of all, I went to the AAU Registrars Conference earlier this month. AAU stands for American Association of Universities. Their main focus is on graduate education and research. At our Registrars Conference, what we focused on was a number of topics. For example, student information systems, implementing those, upgrading those, graduation retention strategies. So a number of topics like that, along with state and federal compliance and how we can all work together in order to, for example, sign the Department of Defense Memorandum of Agreement. So those are the things that we talk about at that conference. However, this year we spent a lot of time talking about MOOC, Massively Open Online Course. Many of us have signed contracts with two vendors, Coursea as well as edX. Last week, the university introduced 5 MOOC courses that we will be offering. So from a registrar's perspective, we have to look at what happens in 50 years if Coursea is no longer around. And a student says, I want you to certify I took this MOOC. How do we handle those situations? So the AAU is putting together a group to develop guidelines and best practices related to these types of issues. Then I want to touch a little bit on the ESUP project, and this will be a monthly update. The ESUP program has headed into IDP, which stands for Interactive Design and Prototyping. These are long sessions where we go into detail on our business processes here at the institution. However, we have signed off on Phase 1, which was the Plan and Discover. So those workbooks are completed and we hit our deadline. The portal has headed into their Plan and Discover. They had a kickoff earlier this month, and now they'll be soliciting information to develop their scope for this project, so that when we go live in 2014, the end of the year, we will have a portal, which we really haven't had a true portal. Then I want to touch on organizational changes. We had this in news and notes earlier, but I just want to touch base on this as well. My title has changed to Associate Vice Provost from Director, which better aligns my work with the system campuses. I'm also still the University Registrar. This also aligns in Bob's units with the new posting of the Associate Vice Provost for Enrollment Management. Some other changes in Bob's units, where Laura Cope used to be an Associate Vice Provost, she is now an Associate Dean to better align with her work with the colleges regarding transfer and freshman initiatives. Bob Rubini, who is now the Director of E-Learning, also reports to Bob McMaster, and this all aligns very well within Bob's units. So I'm very excited for all these changes. CRM, Constituent Relationship Management. This is a system that will improve our service to students. So currently One Stop and OIT are refining our business requirements so we can begin implementation of this system. So I'm really looking forward to kicking this off and getting this implemented as soon as possible. I also met with the Vice Chancellors earlier this month, and we had some very good dialogue regarding all the projects that we're working on and state and federal topics that they need to be aware of. They also thanked us for using system campuses throughout the meeting, and they also really appreciate all the work that we do and how we represent them on this campus as well. So keep up the good work. Then finally, I want to talk about something that we did and how appreciative another unit is. In the past, we've participated in Toys for Tots, and this year we thought it would be good to participate in providing assistance to our own students here at the university. So we contacted the Student Parents Help Center, and what they said is they could really use some gift cards for their students. And so we collected a number of gift cards from you folks, and they wrote us a thank you note that I'd like to read to you. So, bear with me. To the entire ASR team, words cannot express how much we appreciate the gift cards we received. These cards will be used to fill empty cupboards, get students to classes when gas tanks are on empty, and will be critical paving stones on the road to graduation for our young moms and dads. With many, many thanks, the Student Parent Help Center team. So thanks all of you that contributed, and keep up the good work. Until next month, spring will be here.